Hey everyone, it's Michael, GoosebumpsFan. I hope you're doing well today. I have a little bit of a, kind of like, I guess sort of an announcement, not really, sort of kind of. It's something that kind of affects you guys, so we're gonna have to talk about it for a minute. Of course, you can see in the background, there's some stuff that's usually on the walls that we're taking down. My wife and I have been looking for a house for a while. Of course, we couldn't find anything because the market is garbage in Virginia right now. It's impossible. Essentially, we hate our apartments. Our apartments are trash, and of course, you just saw at the end of the video that I just uploaded, if you watched that one, the Werewolf of Twisted Tree Lodge book review, that at the very end, I thought I saw some scuttling out of the corner of my eye, and a mouse in my kitchen over here. What? I couldn't catch him either. He took off by the time I ended the video and looked over it. He was gone. So I have to go figure out what I'm gonna do with that and call the maintenance, try to get some more sticky traps and so on and so on. Anyway, we hate our apartments. We're done with it. I'm so sick of how the things are handled here. They're garbage. The other day a pipe busted in there and just started leaking through the wall. Essentially, we've been looking for a house for a long time, and we've been struggling for that. And so we're basically done. We're just done. An opportunity opened up with a family member to move into his old dad's house who had passed away about 2 years ago, about a year ago, somewhere in there. The house is being renovated for the most part, but we've kind of decided to take that up and rent that house from that particular family member. And it's a great opportunity. We're super thankful for that. It's going to give me some time to have like a kind of my own place to put all of my stuff. Of course, I told you guys in the past when I got married and I moved in with my wife at her apartment, of course, a lot of my stuff had to stay behind at my old house with my grandfather. I didn't want to bring too much stuff and pile up our apartment. I have a lot of crap, a lot of books and movies and so on and so on. So I need to filter through that again and get rid of stuff. But it's been a busy time so far. Our move date is like towards the end of July, I believe, somewhere in there. It's kind of what we talked about so far. We haven't really settled on an official date. It might be the mid-July for all I know, but we're kind of going for that. And we've been packing up. We've been packing up some stuff. I haven't packed up these Goosebumps books that are actually here. I don't have everything over here, but I have a lot of it. We haven't packed up all of it yet. So we're just kind of moving things, trying to get stuff done now. Of course, we're almost halfway through June at the current moment, and we're just trying to get some things ready and kind of set up. It's easier if you start packing early, start having things kind of ready to move immediately. And with this situation too, being a family member's older house that he grew up in, we can actually try to move things possibly, depending on what he says, piece by piece, maybe on the weekend, grab a couple of boxes, take it over there, have it moved out of the way. Make less for the movers to move when they have to come through at some point to move furniture and stuff. It's gonna make it a lot easier on us and on them as well. So it's a little hectic right now. I gotta be honest with you. If you see other videos pop up on one of my other channels, I have a lot of channels, but if you see one of my videos pop up on the other channel called Mr. Wild 194, where I review adult fiction and stuff, I don't put up many videos very often, but here lately I've been kind of on a roll of putting up videos. I read a couple of books. I'm gonna upload some videos there. They're edited, in case you like that more. I'm putting some stuff over there here lately. It's been a little bit easier to just kind of stop in and do a quick book haul video of some stuff. I have another video I'm about to post in a little while, not today, but probably in the next couple of days on that channel of some of the stuff I got recently in the mail. But overall, it's been a little busy, just a slight busy. Just trying to get things packed up. My wife has been working her tail off on this. Rachel is like the best wife you could ever ask for, the kind of stuff that she's working on around here. But I've been trying to get a lot of other things organized, and we've had trouble. Like I said, the pipe busted in there on the wall, and literally our drywall is literally falling apart because it took like an hour for the guy to get here. It's been 2 days and he still hasn't shown up to look at it again like he said he would. It is just a non-stop mess in this apartment. We're so done with it, man. We're ready for house life. Being a younger, newly married couple, we're not even a year into our marriage yet. That'll be in September when our anniversary is, but we're still kind of getting used to a lot of a lot of things around here we're getting used to. Different processes, seeing what works and what doesn't work. Of course, there's a sound ordinance, so you can't really make a lot of noise at nighttime. So if I want to get some cleaning done at nighttime, can't do that. Wakes up neighbors. And we have great neighbors. That's the thing too. We have great neighbors here. All of our neighbors are very respectful, very friendly people. I really like all of them. It's everything else that comes with it. The kind of apartments that we deal with, the maintenance and so on and so on. We're just done with all of it, dude. It's just one thing after another, and I don't know. And then the mice thing. The mice thing has been constantly occurring whatever. It's been an ongoing event for off and on for months and months, like the last 6 months. And we clean pretty regularly, dude. I usually do the cleaning. My wife does some of the cleaning here and there to help me out. There are some days where I've had a bad week and she just tries to do it all to help me out. We're pretty good about not leaving messes everywhere. It's just some apartments get mice and you can't do anything about it. It doesn't go away. In our apartments, people just don't care. The owners, the landowners, whatever, landlords, maintenance, they don't care about it. They just kind of do what's ever a convenience, and they go from there. And I'm done with that. I'm real done with that because of the kind of stuff like today. Again, at the end of that last video I just recorded for Twisted Tree Lodge, see something scuttling over here? It's a mouse. So I just want to let you guys know everything that was going on. Of course, I've also kind of been a little busy here lately too. I talked about the other day in a community post about a week or two ago. My grandfather was actually on a ladder in our backyard, and he did something stupid, and basically a tree branch, when he was cutting it down off the side of a tree, flew down and knocked the ladder out from under him. He fell about 12 feet, and that was a big fall to be in your 70s. And so he's down right now in a back brace. He's mostly okay. His T12 is fractured, but he's trying to slowly get back to using things. He's using a walker at the same time with the back brace, having a lot of problems. So my brothers and sisters in Christ out there, please pray for him. He really needs some relief and help. I'm really thankful it's not as bad as it could have been. You know, when I had my back injury a few years ago, back in 2018, I had fractured, or I don't know if you call it a fracture, but basically my what is it? L4 and L5, that's what it was. L4 and L5 moved out of place, and a couple of discs in there had moved out of place too, and I had to go through physical therapy and so on and so on. They're putting him through some physical therapy as well. He's having a tough time with all of it, so again, just please pray for him. He really needs that as well. But my wife and I have tried to be very active, going over there, spending the night sometimes on the weekends and trying to cook some food for them and everything. My wife has just been a blast with that whole thing too. My wife is such a great blessing from God. Rachel, if you happen to be watching this for whatever reason, even though you probably hear me in the other room talking, thank you for all that you do. I love you. I care about you and everything that you do and stand for, and all the things that you do to help me and my family, which is your family, but still. Guys, it's been a rough couple of weeks. It's been a really, really, really rough couple of weeks. Just enough for my wife and I to really look at our apartment and say, no, we're done with this. And originally we weren't going to move into this particular family member's house, their old house, their dad's old house. But the more we talked about it, the more we were like, you know, this is the way to go, because with the COVID times and stuff, it's impossible to find a house for a reasonable price, and people are going to be losing their houses left and right in the future because of the kind of money they're putting in. People are around here in Virginia. I'll just give you an example. I think most people looking at houses have seen what we were talking about. The houses that we've looked at are jumping at least selling over $30,000 or $40,000 over the listing price from the owners. 30 or 40 over the listing price, right? That's insane. That's utterly insane. It's making our savings look worse and worse from what we've saved up and saved up. We have a lot of money saved up for this stuff from the wedding and what on, and it is just not looking good. So we're just really excited to be able to live in a house where we can take care of cleaning when we want to. We can take care of what we want to when we want to. We can do it at nighttime if we need to get stuff done. Whatever we need to do, we can get it done at nighttime now because there's no sound ordinance in that situation. If I want to vacuum at nighttime, I can do that. Anyway, so I just want some prayers, and thank you guys for all your patience and your help with me and trying to get some reviews out. I know we're in the middle of that werewolf review-a-thon with Goosebumps Completionist and Austin, which is also called Monster Blood, and I'm really thankful for those guys too with this whole werewolf review-a-thon thing we've done. I've had a couple of discussions with some other folks so far, not in depth, but kind of about some other collabs. I think during this move, and this is kind of the big thing that's going to affect you guys with this whole packing up and moving thing, probably going to have to take a break. I wasn't going to take a break for a while. I was going to do one maybe in October, maybe a couple of weeks in October, maybe the whole month of October, I didn't really know, but definitely December for sure. I think it's moving up. Might not do one for October. Might just do one through this whole July thing. I'm not really sure. It kind of depends on how July goes. We're super busy with all this stuff. If I'm reading like adult fiction for the Mr. Wildboy 94 channel, I can do kind of a review whenever I want to. I also edit there, so I have to kind of take some time out and edit some things up and then upload it onto that channel. But I can do it when I want to. People don't expect a book review a week. Again, that's why I told you guys last week or the other week that I needed to start slowing down on my book reviews and kind of taking my time to really invest myself in the book, but also just to have time with life and stuff I have to do. Don't really have any time to work out anymore. My job is very physical with the new promotion I got, so I'm kind of running all night long doing stuff, walking around the building. So that promotion helps with trying to keep some kind of fitness type of thing in there. The dieting is not going well at all. I haven't even weighed for like the last 2 weeks because it's been so rough, and I know I've probably put on weight again. Not a ton, but probably at least 5 pounds. But still trying to do better at that because it's been nonstop. So it's been rough. It's been very, very rough. So please continue to pray for my family and I, especially my wife and I. We really need it. My grandfather needs it especially too. But yeah, please pray that this whole house thing goes well, because I'm done with mice. I hate mice. Nothing else is worse than hearing mice scratching your walls. It reminds me of that H.P. Lovecraft story. Yeah. I I'm done. Anyway, thank you guys for listening to this long tangent and ramble. I think it was like 15 minutes or 10 minutes or something of this. Anyway, sorry for being a bother. Just wanted to let you know what was going on and wanted to have you guys up to par on what's happening. Not sure if I'll have this video up immediately after the Twisted Tree Lodge review, but there you go. So anyway, thank you for watching. God bless you guys. Goodbye.